Dr. Walensky, thank you. Appreciate your time. I want to talk about kids and COVID shots because it's such great news, and we will. But on this criticism on guidance, you've heard it. There is confusion. Has the CDC lost its sort of lofty perch? And if so, how do you plan to get it back?
Good evening, and thanks so much for having me, and thank you for the question. These issues are complex. The science is evolving, the science is moving, and we are following the science each and every day, and our guidance is evolving as the science evolves. I am really confident at how we at the CDC are doing with regard to following that science, keeping Americans safe. Our case rates are down dramatically, our vaccine rates are up dramatically, and what we're really trying to do is ensure that as we get cases down, as we get vaccines into arms, as we give these vaccines now to 12 to 15-year-olds, we follow the science and do exactly what the science says we should.
All true and exciting. You know, Dr. Kavita Patel, the health policy director for the Obama White House, was on this NewsHour last night. Listen.
I think the CDC's credibility is eroding as quickly as our cases of coronavirus are eroding. And Shep, that's not good news, because we do need workplace guidance. We need school guidance.
When will we get that clarity? Workplaces and schools, we need it.
Right. So we have, since our vaccines have been rolling out, we have updated our guidance 3 times. Indeed, every time we update, new science evolves. Today, we have vaccines available now for 12 to 15-year-olds. They're going to have to evolve again. And I am really enthusiastic about updating them very soon. Everybody
in my work group is wearing a mask. Everyone. Why do we have to? We're all vaccinated. Why do we have to wear masks?
So we have to look at the science with regard to how the vaccine has worked in the real-world setting.
But isn't it true, Doctor, and forgive the interruption, but isn't it true that once you're masked, the science shows that if you're around others who are masked, you're okay?
Once you're vaccinated, yes?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So
because we're all vaccinated.
Yes.
You know, it's like, what do I get for being vaccinated? Can't I take this off?
Right. So we were looking for science to ensure that the vaccine works just as well in the real-world setting as it did in the trials. We need to ensure that the vaccines are working against all of the circulating variants that we have here in the United States. We're following that carefully. And then we need to make sure that you're not an asymptomatic carrier if, in fact, you're vaccinated. So all of that science is emerging. That's what we're following, and we will use to update our guidance.
I'm running short, but I have 2 more questions. First, the former FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb called for rolling back some of those mask rules now. Listen.
I think we should start lifting these restrictions as aggressively as we put them in. We need to preserve the credibility of public health officials to perhaps re-implement some of these provisions as we get into next winter if we do start seeing outbreaks again. And I think the only way to earn public credibility is to demonstrate that you're willing to relax these provisions when the situation improves.
Is he right, or do you disagree?
We are looking forward to updating our guidance very soon.
I hear there might be something tomorrow. Can you give us an understanding of what we might be getting? Because there is widespread frustration.
We are looking forward to updating our guidance very soon.
Okay, we'll be watching tomorrow. One last thing. The shots for the kids. Will this help us slow the spread? And are you changing camp and school guidance based on today's news about the shots?
Yeah, I am really enthusiastic about being able to get our 12 to 15-year-olds vaccinated. What we do know is that we've been vaccinating our older populations. We have been seeing more and more cases in our younger populations, in our early 20s, our teens as well. And so I think that this is going to be a critical step. There are 17 million 12 to 15-year-olds who have just qualified to, or just now eligible to be able to get this Pfizer vaccine as of today. I do think that this is a game changer. If you are looking for a vaccine, you can text your zip code to 438-829, and you can find all of the places that you can get a vaccine. And I'm really enthusiastic about this news.
I got mine and almost shed a tear. It was so fantastic. Might tomorrow I learn, maybe you don't have to wear those masks when you're outdoors all the time. Or maybe if you're just with workers who are all vaccinated, you don't have to wear your mask. Maybe?
Stay tuned.
And we will. Dr. Rochelle Walensky, it's a pleasure and an honor. Thank you. Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.